The compact car segment is extremely competitive, but the Mazda 3 has always stood out with its attractive styling and impressive driving dynamics. And now, it's about to step up its game and dominate the segment even more, with the full redesign on its way. Let's find out what really makes the 2026 Mazda 3 so special. New generation is coming. The current Mazda 3 has been around for 6 years already. Might not seem that long, especially since the model still looks fresh compared to the competition. But in the automotive world, that's a long time. The good news is that Mazda has been hard at work developing the next generation, which is scheduled to arrive next year as the 2026 Mazda 3. And there are plenty of reasons to be excited about it. While the Japanese automaker has been keeping most details under wraps, a combination of leaked information, spy shots, and industry insider reports gives us a pretty clear picture of what to expect. One thing is certain: this won't be a simple refresh, but a comprehensive update touching every aspect of the vehicle. Starting with the exterior design, Mazda will once again showcase its acclaimed KODO design language, but with an important evolution. The front end will feature sharper, more aggressive headlights, paired with a more prominent grille that incorporates subtle LED lighting elements, a premium touch typically reserved for luxury brands. The overall shape will remain sleek and sophisticated, staying true to the award-winning design of the current model, but with refined proportions that manage to look even more upscale while addressing some practical limitations. From the side, you'll notice the same flowing lines that have made the current model so visually distinctive, but with one crucial change to the C-pillar design. The current Mazda 3's massive C-pillar looks stunning, but creates noticeable blind spots and makes the rear seats feel somewhat claustrophobic. The new generation will feature a revised design with larger glass surfaces, improving visibility and interior airness without sacrificing the car's distinctive silhouette. At the rear, expect new taillights with a more sophisticated LED signature, a revised bumper, and subtle design elements that tie everything together into a cohesive, premium-looking package. While competitors are increasingly turning to bizarre styling gimmicks to stand out, Mazda continues its tradition of elegant restraint, creating a timeless design that won't look dated after just a couple of years. Powertrain and performance. What truly sets the 2026 Mazda 3 apart from the competition is what's happening under the hood. The next generation model will introduce Mazda's revolutionary new Skyactiv Z engines, representing a significant leap forward in internal combustion technology at a time when many manufacturers are simply maintaining their existing engines while focusing on electrification. These new power plants will implement what engineers call the Lambda 1 combustion method, an ideal air-to-fuel ratio that ensures there is no excess air when burning gasoline. In practical terms, this means better power delivery, improved fuel efficiency, and reduced emissions, all without sacrificing the responsive, naturally aspirated character that Mazda engines are known for. Both naturally aspirated and turbocharged variants are expected to be offered. While specific output figures remained under wraps, industry insiders suggest these engines will deliver noticeable improvements in both horsepower and torque while reducing fuel consumption by an estimated 15 to 20%. The current 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine already provides a respectable 191 horsepower, so we could potentially see base models approaching 220 horsepower, a figure that would leave base variants of Civic and Corolla way behind. Equally important is the replacement of the aging 6-speed automatic transmission with a modern 8-speed unit. This transmission upgrade addresses one of the few areas where the Mazda 3 had fallen behind the competition, providing closer gear ratios for better acceleration while adding taller cruising gears for improved highway economy. Manual transmission enthusiasts should be pleased to hear that Mazda remains committed to offering a stick shift option in select configurations, a rarity in today's market. But perhaps the biggest powertrain news is the introduction of Mazda's first ever hybrid system for the Mazda 3. After years of developing their unique approach to electrification, Mazda is finally ready to bring hybrid technology to their compact car. Two possibilities exist for this system: either leveraging Toyota's proven hybrid technology, similar to what's found in the CX-50 delivering 219 horsepower, or Mazda's first in-house developed self-charging hybrid system, which will debut in the upcoming CX-5. Of course, Mazda will focus on maximizing MPG figures, but that won't come at the expense of delivering enjoyment. Mazda's system will balance efficiency with the responsive, natural driving experience that the brand is known for. This isn't just another appliance-like hybrid, it's a Mazda that happens to be electrified. New interior. Mazda interiors have consistently punched above their weight class in terms of design and materials, and the new model takes this philosophy even further with premium soft-touch surfaces in more areas and a minimalist design that exudes sophistication. The centerpiece will be a new display panel that elegantly integrates both the digital instrument cluster and the infotainment screen, creating a thoroughly modern cockpit without sacrificing Mazda's driver-focused philosophy. This setup is expected to be similar to what we've seen in recent premium vehicles, but with Mazda's unique approach to user interface that prioritizes ease of use while driving. What's remarkable is how Mazda achieves this upscale feel while maintaining intuitive controls, bucking the industry trend of replacing physical buttons with frustrating touch-sensitive panels. The climate controls and key vehicle functions will still be accessible through physical buttons and knobs, allowing drivers to make adjustments without taking their eyes off the road. Most importantly, Mazda engineers will directly address customer feedback about interior space. The redesigned cabin will offer improved headroom and legroom for rear passengers, achieved through clever packaging despite maintaining similar exterior dimensions. The cargo area will also grow beyond the current model's modest 20 cubic feet, making the 2026 Mazda 3 not just more stylish but significantly more practical for everyday life. New chassis and suspension. Often neglected, by far the biggest strength of Mazda 3 isn't its gorgeous styling nor elegant interior, it's the driving experience. Underneath that beautiful sheet metal, the 2026 Mazda 3 will bring notable improvements to an already impressive driving experience. While the car will continue to use the same fundamental Skyactiv platform with a transversely mounted engine and front-wheel drive layout, Mazda engineers have focused on refining the aspects that needed improvement while preserving what already worked well. The current Mazda 3 is arguably the most engaging driver's car in its segment, with precise steering, exceptional body control, and a feeling of connectedness that's rare in mainstream vehicles. However, there's one aspect that has drawn criticism: the rear suspension setup. When the current generation was introduced, Mazda surprised everyone by replacing the sophisticated multi-link rear suspension with a simpler torsion beam design. Yes, it saved on production costs, but was it worth it? The good news is that the 2026 model will address this issue head-on. While official details haven't been confirmed, industry sources suggest that Mazda is implementing a significantly improved rear suspension setup that better balances sporty handling with everyday comfort. Whether this means a return to a multi-link design or a heavily revised torsion beam remains to be seen, but what's clear is that Mazda has heard the feedback and is determined to deliver a more refined driving experience. The chassis tuning is also expected to be recalibrated, maintaining that direct, connected feel that makes the Mazda 3 so engaging, while filtering out harshness that can make long drives tiring. These might not be the flashy updates that make it into marketing materials, but they're the kind of thoughtful engineering changes that you'll appreciate every single day behind the wheel. Release date and price. The 2026 Mazda 3 will make its debut later this year, with vehicles arriving in dealerships soon after. Production will continue at Mazda's Japanese plants, ensuring the same high level of quality that the current model is known for. When it comes to pricing, Mazda faces the challenge of incorporating all these enhancements while maintaining competitive positioning. The good news is that the company has already developed a cost-cutting plan that involves flattening hierarchies in the supply chain and reducing transportation costs, measures that could improve cost efficiency by up to 6% compared to the current generation. This strategic approach should allow Mazda to keep price increases relatively modest. The current model starts slightly under $25,000. And we expect the new generation to remain within the same general range, with perhaps a small increase to account for the additional technology. Even fully loaded versions, including the new hybrid variant, should remain under $40,000. This pricing strategy is critical to the Mazda 3's continued success in a segment where value remains a key purchasing factor. By offering near-luxury quality and driving experience at mainstream prices, the 2026 Mazda 3 has the potential to continue stealing sales from both budget-focused competitors and luxury brands alike. However, the new Mazda 3 isn't the only big novelty coming from the Hiroshima-based automaker. Check this video about the reasons to wait for the 2026 Mazda CX-5 you can see on the screen now. The company's bestseller is also getting a full redesign, with novelties so massive that we have no doubt will improve the model's market position even more. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.